everyone, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to go over the Fisher Motorworks CP3 adapter kit for your Volkswagen CJAA CKRA engine. So when you get your kit, it should come with what you see here. You have your adapter plate, which bolts the pump onto the mounting bracket. You have your hub adapter. You'll have a piece of fuel line, your center nut for your hub, 3 13mm bolts to bolt the pump to the adapter, 2 13mm bolts to bolt the adapter to the block, your banjo bolt, your banjo fitting, your 2 washers, and a thread adapter. If you have a CJAA engine, which is the Jettas and Golfs, you're not going to have this, but if you have a CKRA in the Passat, you're also going to need the thermostat housing. To get started, you're going to have your pump, and one of the first things you're going to want to do is you want to take this fitting and you're going to want to move it to right here. Now your return line coming from the fuel rail is going to go onto this fitting. Then you're going to want your banjo fitting is going to go here, and it's a 17. You're going to want it sticking up parallel with that other fitting we just did. Okay. Now, next, this fitting here is where your feed line going to the rail will bolt on, and you can actually move it to any one of these positions. We're finding out that this position is probably the best. So you're going to take a T50 Torx, so now we can install the adapter plate for the pump. So this is going to install so that this flat edge is going to be on this side of the pump, almost parallel with this plane on the pump. And then you're going to take your 13s. They'll go in these 3 holes right here. And just draw them down evenly. And then tighten them. Okay. Now this is ready to go on the car. Again, if you have a Passat, you're going to need to put your thermostat housing on first. If you have a Jetta or a Golf, you don't need to worry about that. So this pump will now go on and replacing your CP4. These 2 long bolts will go on the bottom where you took off the triple squares, and then you'll reuse the shouldered triple square that goes on here. And of course, after this is bolted on, then you can install your hub adapter, and it's going to go on like this, and then your nut will go on like this, and it is a 21mm nut. After that, your gear will bolt on here. You can reuse the factory bolts. These CP3 pumps are not timed, so you don't have to worry about that. You just have to make sure your crank and cam timing's in. And then your thread adapter will go on here You'll have to bend your feed line a little bit to fit, but then you'll bolt your feed line on, put your timing belt back on, and then you're done. Again, your feed line, which will have the fuel temp sensor, goes on here. This line will go here, and then go over to your return line coming from the rail. Your auxiliary pump stays. There's no built-in auxiliary pump on the BMW CP3. So you'll leave your auxiliary pump. Metering valve plugs right in, it's a direct fit, no tuning is required. The only reason for tuning is if you want to run more rail pressure, and these pumps on these engines will put out more rail pressure than what the stock injectors can handle. If you have any questions, comments, like, subscribe, add to the comment section, and enjoy.